Hello all, Halligan here, bringing you some attacks from Sound Snipers versus, I ain't even going to try to pronounce that name. Um, and that should be an easy one, but I'm no good at pronunciations. Little background on this clan's Sound Snipers. Swagalicious from, initially I believe from SOAS, and then Smallville is where he's been hanging recently. I think he's going to end up being a gypsy. Just based on some of his comments, he was talking about trying out some different clans, what have you. Had a harebrained idea of getting all of the podcasters together and doing a war. So he reached out to guys from all five of the Clash of Clans podcasts, as well as some of the guys that have been interviewed, guests, what have you, and put this clan together. So I'm going to go through that the list of players in this, and I honestly I don't know how it came together. It was like it was like there was no roadblocks in anything. I think he um, had help from the Make a Wish Foundation or something like that. Because starting from the top, and I'll just go through the Town Hall 10s first, we've got R. Cooper Cady from Kent Farmhouse, Scotty827 from House of L, obviously the original Clash Clans podcast. The next number three there, I don't even want to say the name because I've been sworn to secrecy. I think that came out through Edward Snowden's documents is how we reached him. So I'm not gonna talk about him much. Epictetus from Exclusive Empire is, I believe, the clan, member of the EWCA clans. That was, I think it was on Riggs' show, and he volunteered to show up. Tate, who is the host of the SNH podcast, Saturday Night Hive podcast, also a member of One Hive. Luke from SOAS, obviously SOAS Clashers host. Shadow from some clan, I don't know, I can't remember what clan he's from. Oh yeah, One Hive. Also was interviewed with Tate on, I think it was his inaugural episode. And just a sidebar on Shadow, I caught the end of the TRL EWCA war, where Shadow was streaming, and I showed it to my wife, and she's like, "Why is James Bond playing Clash of Clans?" So I thought that was kind of funny. He's a good guy, real good guy. Boaz from the original podcasts series of Boaz Presents. Myself from Kent Farmhouse. Oh, Boaz from True Sons. Although I think he just recently left the True Sons. JD from SOAS. And now we're starting with Shadow. We're into the Town Hall 9. So Shadow, Boaz, myself, JD, Botox, who has, I think, been on darn near every one of the podcasts. As long as there's an argument to be had, he'll be there. Tip Dog from the True Sons, who I can't remember which podcast he was a guest on, but real good guy there. Loch Ness, and now we're starting to get into some of the alt accounts. Loch Ness is Sasquatch from House of L. New Brutalism is Rob from the Clash Cast, Taco Lover from the Clash Cast. That's his alt account. Player One is our very own Boneyard from the original podcast. R. Cooper Cady. You'll notice a trend here as we get through Coop's alts. So there's his first one, R. Cooper Cady, and then Up Up Down Down, who I like to refer to as Konami Code, is RJ's alt. Serpente is Jake from One Hive's alt. That's the account that he takes around to record his Hitchhikers video. So he showed up for this war. Then Swagalicious, who put this together, and oh, look at that, another R. Cooper Cady. I think he does that so that he doesn't get confused. Eric 2 is from SOAS as well, but I can't remember whose alt he was, and I reached out online and through chat, and nobody got back to me. So shout out to Eric, whoever's alternate identity you are. Tori Swelling, who is Illness from the Clash cast, and then a couple more alt accounts next to Bowden and Bogart are both Botox, and then an Secret Ninja, who is so hidden that I couldn't figure out who his alt is either. So what I want to do is just go through some of the 3-star attacks. You can see that there's an attack going on in the back. War hasn't ended, but things have been wrapping up here in chat. Most of the guys are just saying, take it easy, Tate's heading out, Scotty, etc., etc. So 15 minutes in war, we were mathematically eliminated, so that's not it wasn't the goal of this. But since we had all of these guys, yeah, they're just looting. Since we had all of these guys together, had an opportunity to see some really good attacks. So I'm just going to go down the list. Ones that I've seen, I may comment on. Otherwise, I'll just run them through at double speed because I don't want this to be a half an hour, 40-minute video. And we'll start with JD's going on number 13. And I'm going to start from the back and move forward. These were cleanup attacks. Didn't see this one. You obviously saw that he got 3 stars. So hogs were real prevalent in this. They're honestly one of the most powerful Town Hall 9 troops that you can get. The benefit of them are so outweigh the risks of those double giant bombs that once you learn to path around them, it's nothing can stop them. So you can see he's got the draw, kill squatting up on top. And then 1 golem from the clan, and that may be it. So it's putting that golem in towards that queen side, hoping that she takes the bait. And she's close, she's close. But as of yet, he hasn't gotten close enough to trigger her. She's starting to target in on the Larrys. And here we go. King, come on, get down there. It doesn't matter. She's distracted. His queen's going to go to work on her. So that's that. Now he can worry about getting the rest of the defenses gone. I mean, look at what he took out with that kill squad. That was one thing that I really, really took away from this was how much damage that kill squad can do. You saw that he had the double giant bombs there in the center and pathed those hogs around him nicely right into the heel. So really, there's not much else to stop him. Even if this guy's got double giant bombs, which I don't know, I haven't seen this one, in front of that town hall, the hogs aren't going to get anywhere near it. Dropping the pre-heal, not too much that he's got to worry about, but might as well get him up to full health. Queen takes the town hall, still kicking. Level 14 queen doing good work against some of the lower defenses, and then it's all over but the cleanup. So there's JD's One Hive tryout video for you. Let's go back, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to go down through the 3 stars. There were some epic fails, so don't get me wrong, but a lot of it was just because we were just having fun with this. This was just a group of guys that don't normally mingle, had a chance to chat and BS and talk war, and had a pretty decent time. So New Brutalism is a brand new Town Hall 9. I didn't see what kind of troop numbers he had there. But brand new Town Hall 9, he's got it set up semi-defensively. I think he's got 1 of each defense that he is maxing for the Town Hall level that he's at. But it's tiny little compact base. So, and it sits really low on the war map. So he's got the advantage of the Town Hall 9 troops against the Town Hall 8, and goes with the loon. Did do a little cold-blooded action in there against the king, whether it was needed or not. Can't really say, but there's nothing a Town Hall 8 is going to do against a Lava Loon attack. You can see that Hound is still alive and will be throughout this thing. But it's not like you need too many pups for cleanup. Loons can basically do it on their own. So that was a fun looking attack. Love it. Love it when I get to crush Town Hall 8s. And then, oh, we got a guy attacking. Yep. The unnamed one is going in, and I missed it. So we'll just continue on down the list. Maybe if he gets a three star against Town Hall 10, then we'll get a chance to watch that one. Next one was me, as a matter of fact, and I went with a Shattered Laloon after watching Shadows, which we'll get to in a minute. I didn't realize how much damage you can do with the kill squad on a Shattered. And until I saw his attack. I mean, he wrecked darn near half the base with it because his heroes are so much higher than mine. But I thought mine aren't. They're not great, but they're passable at this point. So I decided to throw in almost a mini Go Wee Wee with my heroes, and because the queen was so deep, and with the lower defenses in this base, they just wrecked it. I mean, they absolutely went right through this base. As a matter of fact, the kill squad, the queen is basically untouched and takes out the town hall all on her own. So I started the Laloon portion as soon as I saw that the queen, the two ADs were dead, and kind of didn't even pay attention to what was going on there until I saw that queen was hitting the town hall already, or the troops were hitting the town hall already. I'm like, holy cow. So, and Coop had some some pretty funny comments in chat after this because it did go so well. Said that shouldn't be called Shattered; it should be called the Shocker. And I did run close on time, but not too bad. Let's all the defenses are dead, so I'm just going to speed this up. I think when I did get to the last building, I was down to less than 5 seconds. But hey, it worked. That's why I used the queen's ability right there, is because I'm thinking, somebody get to that building. So that was a fun one. Next on the list is Konami. Let's see what he's got to do. I missed a lot of these. Here's Town Hall 8. He's Town Hall 8 with level 4 hogs. Triggered that bomb with the... now this is a cleanup attack. He probably knew where those were and was pre-triggering those during the draw, which works out great. There's only one bomb left, one giant bomb left, and if he knows that position, he can heal through it without any issues. There it was. There's the heal. Now, basically, there's nothing stopping him at this point. And that's that. Another 3-star. Let's see. Here's New Brutalism. Another 3-star, but I'm going to skip that. We already saw one of his. But I do want to show you Tip Dog's attack. Tip Dog is from the True Sons and has got some skills. He put down 2 serious attacks, really, really pretty attacks. And this was against the General, which Shadow actually attacked first and had some issues with, which typically the General is a pretty well-known, easily 3-star base by people other than me. But for reason, this one just kind of tripped Shadow up, and Tip Dog came in and just crushes it. And does Cold-Blooded still brings 4 hounds, which works out good as long as the ADs are spaced like this. It's not a typical spam Laloon attack, and you can see targets each one of the air defenses individually. Lets that first hound pop before he rages anything. Sent that one in early, second one, because he knew that was going to get over there. Gets the rage down, and now he's still got a few loons. Once that hound gets up there and draws the attention, you can get these guys up there, and it is all over. And the way that he timed it with the hounds dying, got a little lucky there with the bombs, but has plenty of pups to clean up. Had a lot of fun with Tip in this clan. Let's see, where were we? There's Tip's attack. We'll show one of Coop's minis raids. Just for fun, we've got the dragons coming in. One of the keys here is that they're level 5 ADs. Once at Town Hall 8, once the village has all 3 level 6 ADs, dragons are not an option anymore. It can be tried with depending on the setup, but level 6 is really the breaking point where dragons are done, and it's time to start focusing on your hogs, which kind of plays in your development as a player. I mean, you can learn a lot of the basics of funneling and directing troops with dragons, but and they are OP up until those ADs get to level 6. But then it's time to move on. Here's Shadow's attack. This is the one that, like I said, kind of opened my eyes to the possibility of what you can do with Shattered. And you can see he's got some damn impressive heroes. That's all I'll say about that. I mean, level 30 and level 26, and the guy is a farming machine. So I mean, he's obviously great at war, but he could have bested a lot of us in Kent Farmhouse, where we pride ourselves on farming like animals. So gets the draw, and the thing that really helped him is taking out those 2 cannons. I didn't mention anything while it was going on. Those 2 cannons. I attacked this base my first attack, and felt like a spaz. Partly because those 2 cannons there really wrecked my path and pulled loons completely off direction. So he gets the lure up to the corner with the kill squad that he's got, and again he's got the 2 witches, more wizards behind. Had to phase the queen a little earlier than I think he wanted to, only because it was taking direct fire from the expo. But it doesn't stop him. Most everything is now targeted on those golems, and I mean, he's halfway through the base already. So it's just up to those hogs to clean up. He loses a couple on traps, or on the spring traps up top, but plenty more, especially with the beef from his kill squad coming through on the west side. It was just a really impressive attack, and like I said, I had attacked this one first, so I really studied his attack uh, more closely than I may have otherwise, and it was really impressed with the way that this thing worked out, and he wrecks it. Hero's still pumping at the end. Wiz still pumping at the end. He's still got hogs on cleanup. Really cool attack to see. Oops. So that was one of the first of the second attacks. So anything before, I'm just kind of scrolling through. I got to go back up and get Boaz. I think that Boaz and Botox are the two last ones that I really want to focus on. I'll do Swags just to give him the credit for putting this all together and or bringing us all together. But again, it was another dragon attack, so we'll go through it pretty quickly. Now, I did not see Boaz's attack. This is the first time I'm seeing it, so looks like he's got at least one Valk in there. Hog attack with again some pretty impressive heroes. He's got his queen up a little higher than his king, which is I think the direction that I'm going to go. You saw that Shadow had his king maxed. But gets the draw in a couple defenses. That was, like I said, I'm pretty sure this was the first attack on this base, so that was pretty convenient that he took out that bomb. There's what he brought the Valk for. Do some work against those Wiz while distracted. Good idea. You see that balloon from the CC just wiped out the golem though. So yeah, his kill squad was definitely not as effective as I'm sure that he would have liked it to be. But with his heroes being the levels that they are, he took out enough that and brought enough hogs as well to really get the job done. You can see he's got the two groups of them kind of circling the town hall there, and those ones are kind of on their last leg after hitting that bomb. But looks like he's got some oomph left in him, as well as another wizard in his pocket to help with the cleanup. So yeah, you can see his king and queen are both real good health, with plenty of troops for cleanup. So give him his props. That was a good attack, Boaz. Thank you. Let's see what Botox had to do. Again, another. I don't know what it was about this war. The war day itself, I really unfortunately wasn't around for it. Just had a couple busy days at work, so there's a lot of attacks that I missed out on. So let's see what Botox had to serve up. Valks. I'm looking at his troops. I'm like, he's only got 5 loons. What is he? Oh, look at all them Valks. So this is gonna be fun to watch. not going to even comment on what he's doing. Besides, the only thing that's looking familiar right now is the golems, but he came in on the opposite side of the queen. I don't know if that's to draw in towards the center or how that works. The whole thing is kind of foreign to me, but you can tell that he's getting the goal here is to get everything into the center. And man, they wreck things. The one thing that I've noticed about and I've only seen a couple of his Valk attacks, is those things are so fast they get out in front of the golems, and you can see that they're just getting wrecked by that whiz tower, which doesn't do that much damage to them. But when they're all in a group there and they're taking fire because the golems are behind them, they're not going to get out all that easy. But in this case, he kept some troops in his back pocket and is able to get the cleanup. Especially the nice thing about bringing those loons in is it helps take out the few remaining defenses. So there's the last whiz tower. And that's about it. Pretty neat to watch that. Glad you brought that to the party, Botox. Okay, and we will check out Swag's 3-star to finish this one off. Again, Eric from SOAS did some good stuff. There's Boneyard getting a 3-star Drag Rage. I should show a couple of Town Hall attacks, or Town Hall 10 attacks before I quit this. I know that they get neglected for the videos because they don't have the cool 3-star attacks we're all looking for. But in truth, 2-star attacks on Town Hall 10s is what needs to be done 90% of the time. So before I end this out, we'll say thanks to Swag for putting it all together. But we'll draw from a hat and see which one of these Town Hall 10 attacks we can finish it up with. I think Tate had a pretty nifty 2-star. Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, see how important the 2 stars against a Town Hall 10 are, because it didn't happen. We've got all these Town Hall 10s with just 1 star against it, and the one sitting there naked. So let's see what Tate had on this one. Looked like I didn't check, but it looked like it's at 71%. So that's pretty impressive in of itself. For those of you who've heard Rigoletto talk about his push, this is the type of base that he kept running into as he got into champs, or getting up close to champs. Is I called it a big chunky plus sign, and it's just basically a box with compartments on the outside to keep a lot of the 50% type buildings pulled inside, so that it doesn't make it very easy to get that 50%. This is just, I think this may have been his attempt at just going for the straight 2-star, and then that That queen just got distracted by Builder's Hut. Yeah, I don't think that this was his attempt at the 3-star. I think he did a 5 golem that came real close, but it just didn't quite make it, which is the case quite often. I wonder if a rage would have helped while that Inferno was still frozen. Nope. Not much he can do. That Expo is still within range of the pups at the town hall. Actually, I don't know. If I was watching this live, I would say that he had a pretty darn good shot at getting the 3. Pups just flew a little too close, and the ones that were safe from it decided to kill the king first. Nope, that's within range. That's what it was. Oh well. Tough being a Town Hall 10, that's for sure. So, don't know if you can hear it in the background, but kids are home. And I'm going to call this one done. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I know that everybody that participated enjoyed. And hopefully we'll do it again. Take care.